Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Coding. In this episode, I'm gonna actually reuse the old setup for our zoetrope animations. Um, I found this by accident that if you try to play around with the rotation matrix and then with matrix math, you can actually accidentally turn it into some kind of kaleidoscope. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but kaleidoscope. But anyhow, you can, if you start to scale the radius down and then you kind of rotate it in a certain way, it's gonna start to create this kind of abstract looking result. It's almost like the Apple Watch watch face. So this is basically just like the image kind of overlapping, but you get get this interesting looking result. And you can make this like depending on how many subdivision you want to make, you can get some interesting result. And this is of course there are many ways to do this. You can also use cycles, but this is one of the ways. I got the one here that's kind of simpler. So I'm using the image sequence of the horse, and yeah, so you can get this result, kind of like something that's you might see on a camera lens as well. So if you make it just right, like radius, etc., you get this kind of a flowery looking result, like a kaleidoscope. Now look at this horse, and it's actually rotating. This is actually more interesting result than the other one. It's actually simpler. So we have the circular distribution and rotation matrix, twice of this. You can randomize this, of course. It is just kind of rotated like that. That's why we get this kind of flowery result. And it's also rotating. That's why this is kind of interesting. It's a bit abstract, but interesting to try. Oh, look at this. I'll give you an example. Let's find an image, for example, maybe a Blender animation, one of the just a screenshot Blender movie, and let's just screen grab something. Maybe this guy, the Agent 327. Just screen grab this guy, and file, import. Let's save this first. File, save as, and then file, import, image as planes, sort it by date, get a screenshot. So I have this. Let's make it like 6. Same image, just group it, Control G, select the second group. So we have our second group. First group we can select it, Shift G, select all the group and delete it. So we have this guy, 6 of this guy, and let's see if we can turn it into an interesting looking kaleidoscope. There might seem to be like, okay, that's the radius. How many? We have the length. Okay, that's everything's correct. Maybe there's one setup that I didn't do correctly. Doesn't seem like being distributed properly. Okay, the segment. Okay, you do have some kind of control over the segment. It should be. Yeah, until you get it kind of right. Oh, actually segment should be 1. And then radius. There you go, that's better. That's much better. And you get this kind of effect, very strange looking effect, kind of random. But you can render this out and yeah, get this working for you. And you want to make it more complex, just duplicate it a couple of times, and there you go. You get that kaleidoscope, even more complex as you play around with it. All right. Hopefully you find this useful. Let me know what you think, and so I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.